Before kings ruled nations, before prophets spoke to gods, there was Gilgamesh. He was the king of Uruk, born of a goddess and a mortal man. This made him not fully human and never fully divine. Ancient clay tablets describe him as a giant, unmatched in strength, intelligence, and sheer force of will. But all that power did not make him wise. In his early reign, Gilgamesh ruled through fear. He took whatever he wanted, from his people and even from the heavens. He defied the gods themselves, and the gods responded. In their wisdom, they created Enkidu, a being molded from clay and divine breath. He was not a man, nor was he a beast, but something wild and powerful in between. Enkidu was sent to the city of Uruk with a single purpose: to stop the tyrannical king. But when these two forces finally met, something unexpected happened. Instead of becoming rivals, they became brothers. Their bond was forged in combat and sealed in respect. Together, Gilgamesh and Enkidu were an unstoppable force. They challenged the divine order, venturing into the sacred cedar forest to slay its monstrous guardian, Humbaba. They stood together against the bull of heaven, a fearsome creature sent by the vengeful goddess Ishtar as punishment for their arrogance. They proved that two mortals, united in purpose, could rival the power of the gods, and for this, a price had to be paid. The gods convened, and a decree was issued. For their defiance, one of them had to die. Their divine judgment fell upon Enkidu. His death completely shattered Gilgamesh. For the first time in his life, the mighty king understood true fear. It wasn't the fear of an enemy he could fight, but the fear of death itself, an end that comes for everyone. The ancient tablets say Gilgamesh refused to leave his brother's side. He watched the vibrant life fade. He saw the flesh begin to rot. He smelled the inescapable scent of mortality. And in that moment, the unbreakable king finally broke. Haunted by the ghost of his own future, Gilgamesh abandoned his throne, his city, and his life as a king. He cast off his royal garments and draped himself in animal skins, becoming a wanderer. His quest had one singular, desperate goal: to find the secret to eternal life. He journeyed across forbidden lands, facing unimaginable dangers, all to escape the fate that had claimed his brother. This isn't just a legend, it's a warning, etched in clay for thousands of years. His long and perilous journey led him to Utnapishtim, a name whispered in myth. Utnapishtim was the only human survivor of the Great Flood, a man whom the gods had spared and then cursed with eternal life. Forever separated from the world of mortals, Gilgamesh pleaded with him, begging for the secret to immortality. But Utnapishtim told him a devastating truth: immortality was never meant for humans. The gods had grown tired of humanity once before, when we became too numerous, too loud, too aware. They sent the flood to wipe the slate clean. Only one man was chosen to survive. Gilgamesh had come seeking a gift, only to learn it was a prize that could never be won. Still, seeing the king's desperation, Utnapishtim offered him one final, fleeting chance. He revealed the location of a magical plant at the bottom of the sea, a plant that wouldn't grant eternal life, but could restore a person's youth. With his last ounce of strength, Gilgamesh dove into the abyss and retrieved it. He had the answer in his grasp, but on his journey home, exhausted, he stopped to bathe in a cool spring. While he was distracted, a serpent slithered out, drawn by the plant's fragrance. It stole the prize and shed its skin, reborn. Gilgamesh had found the secret, and just as quickly, he lost it. The epic doesn't end with a grand triumph, but with a quiet, profound acceptance. Gilgamesh returned to Uruk a changed man. He no longer sought to conquer death, but to build a life worth remembering. He ruled with wisdom, not with power, transforming Uruk into a magnificent city whose great walls would stand for ages. The story of Gilgamesh isn't a story of failure. It is the story of a man who survived his own grief to deliver a warning to us all. Humanity once stood close to the gods, perhaps too close, and when we reached for the one thing they kept for themselves, they made sure we would forever remember our own mortality. The greatest truth Gilgamesh discovered was never about how to live forever. It was understanding why we are so powerful that the gods themselves feared us having that choice.